Hello, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a new spread called What Do They Secretly Want to Tell You? What do they secretly want to tell you? So, let's get after it. Okay. Sun, rising Venus and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, rising Venus and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, rising Venus and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, rising Venus and Jupiter. Show me the cards they need to see. Show me the cards that I need to see. What do they secretly want to tell my Aquarius? What do they secretly want to tell my Aquarius? What do they secretly want to tell my Aquarius? Show me the cards that I need to see. Okay, it feels very good actually. Okay. Okay. Alrighty, my Aquarius. First out the gate, we got the Ace of Pentacles. So there's an opportunity here that they want to discuss with you. A potential opportunity for a very solid, tangible relationship here. All right, and they're looking to tell you, hey, they're willing and able to put the work in to make that happen. So they're willing to put the work in, to do the hard work, to roll up their sleeves, to really do what needs to be done. In other words, to make this relationship into something more meaningful, more solid, okay, more tangible, if you will. All right. Now, the reason that they're doing this is because they were involved in a third-party situation, which it broke their heart. And my feeling here is that you know who this person is, because this person most likely probably confided in you as they were kind of going through this. You know who this person is because you know you were their shoulder to cry on. In other words, putting it in layman's terms. Okay. Now, in that counseling, if you will, as often happens, they begun to kind of draw closer to you. All right. And so, in other words, this tragedy kind of made them, you know, they were open, they were vulnerable, and you really filled a lot of that hurt and vulnerability with your understanding and your compassion. And now there's this sense of attraction there. Okay. Now they're doing this with a clear sense of mind. Okay. It's not lost on them that just a little bit, if you will. It's not lost on them. It's not lost on them that in times like this, as is often the case, that there's some kind of bond that gets formed between a person that's you know, going to someone else for some relief and things of that nature. As often the case is, we can begin to kind of lean on that individual, and through the advice and things like that, we begin to feel comfortable with that person. And that's what has happened here. So they understand that, but nevertheless, they've come to the realization that there actually really is a real attraction here. Okay, there's a real attraction here. Okay, and this person wants to have an equal give and take with you. King of Cups here. They want to have an equal give and take with you. All right. Now, they are a little bit apprehensive, though. They are a little bit apprehensive. They're a little bit scared. They're a little bit scared, a little bit apprehensive here. You know, because they don't know if you feel the same. All right. But they probably have dropped some breadcrumbs along the way. Okay. They've left the trail of breadcrumbs to follow. In other words, they've kind of put it out there in a roundabout way that they're interested in pursuing a relationship with you. And at this point, they're just kind of waiting with the Three of Wands energy. They're just kind of waiting for those ships to come over that horizon there. Okay, to see, you know, where you are as far as your emotions goes towards them. All right. It took a great deal of strength, a great deal of passion, and a great deal of courage for them to even come to this, come to the point where they're even willing to try to get into another relationship again, because this particular situation that they just came from, it broke them. It really, really broke them, and you really helped them through a lot of this here, and now they're willing to open up their heart again. And there's a lot of courage that is taking for them to do this, because the sense is, you know, the hope is that, you know, you'll be a willing participant in this new exploratory relationship that they're looking to pursue with you. That's That's on, that's on the positive side. On the negative side, there's a possibility you can shut them down and they can leave them shattered all over again. So, but that's a risk that they're willing to take. That's why it took a tremendous amount of courage for them to kind of step forward with this. With that being said, let's see what are the potential blockages other than the ones that I just mentioned. What are the potential blockages to this particular situation? What are the potential blockages to this particular situation? What are the potential blockages to this particular situation? What are the potential blockages? Okay. There we go. Ooh. Okay, so potential blockages. 9 of Wands, being apprehensive, being so fearful. Okay, being so fearful, so paralyzed with fear of not wanting to be hurt that this person will have the inability of moving forward, if you will. It'll just kind of stay in this flirtatious state, but it won't move any further than that. So that's a real possibility here. That's a blockage, okay, to that individual being able to fully confide in you what they're really feeling from you. It's one thing to confide in you, what they're feeling about someone else or the hurt they're dealing with someone else, but it's completely different when they're talking about confiding in you about how they feel about you. And that's a whole nother barrel of fish there. And that's what's going on with this particular situation with this person with this 9 of Wands energy here. So there's that possibility. Also, got the double card here. Okay. And there is a high probability. Now, usually, in cases when they get the double card, it usually means some type of addiction, either opioid addiction or alcoholism. In this particular case, however, okay, this is a toxic relationship, a toxic relationship that that has that has the capability of being formed here between you and this person. Again, these are blockages. These are potential blockages. Not to say that this is what's going to happen for sure, but this is just the potential of things that could happen. There could be this unhealthy bond that this person forms to you that becomes toxic after a while. Okay, where it went from you being a sympathetic ear to cry on, and you wanting to have your own life outside of this individual. And this individual, forms this bond with you. It can't all of a sudden can't live without you. Okay, that's when things start to get a little bit toxic. Okay. When we're talking about even the probability of kind of being a little stalkerish at some point. So there is that, again, probability. Not, doesn't mean it's likely. Just these are potential blockages. Also, recognized victory. It may not necessarily be a recognized victory. You may say, hey, great, I love to have you as a friend, no problem at all, but I just don't want to take this relationship any further than this. And that will impede that recognized victory. Okay? In addition here, we have being able to juggle multiple things at the same time. So, with knowing that they're kind of recovering and knowing that you're the newfound love interest, there's this juggling that takes place where you're kind of juggling between, do you actually have something substantial with this individual? Or is this just a rebound situation? Is it legit? Or isn't it legit? So there's that too. There's that juggling between the two here. Okay. There's also this aspect of immaturity, an immature attachment here. So there's also the potential of if things kind of get left in the air, this person will form this very immature attachment to you, really not wanting you to have any other friends, wanting you not to really have a life outside of them. It's a little short. It's not to the same level as having a toxic relationship as the devil card. But having this very childish attachment to you, wanting to occupy all your time, all the time. wanting you to always be there at their beck and call, that type of thing. So that's a possibility as well. Okay. We got the Three of Swords here, representing, potential heartbreak, third party situation, or the situation just stays where it is, and they just keep on pouring their heart out to you over and over and over and over again, and they never and they never move forward. They never move beyond that. Okay, they're just kind of stuck, constantly reliving the heartbreak over and over and over again. Okay, so those are all the potential blockages here to this potential situation. So, with that being said, let's see what additional information Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down. What potential information the Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down? What potential information the Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down? What potential information the Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down? Spirit saying, celebrate your magnificence. Okay, so in other words, celebrate your magnificence. This individual is, there's a high probability that something will come from this that's really going to make you feel good about yourself. The good work that you've put in to help this individual is going to pay off. And they're very thankful. And there's going to be this sense of being euphoric, thinking like, wow, I was able to help someone and kind of guide them through. And it's going to pay off in spades. This is a good karma situation here for sure. Okay? We also got discover your superpowers. And your superpower is being able to help the ability to, having the ability to help people move from a tragic situation, okay? And move them to a situation where they're able to recover. So in essence, you have the ability to heal. The emotional scar sometimes is the deepest and hurts the most. That scar that doesn't heal, that's the scar on the inside. Believe it or not, wounds on the inside are a lot harder to heal than wounds on the outside. Okay? And you're able to heal this individual with your healing energy here, okay? And finally here, never a crowd on the leading edge. Exactly. There are many people that do not want to get involved in other people's emotional trauma. Not unless they're directly related to that individual, like a son or a daughter or something like that. But you've inserted yourself into this situation of not where many people wouldn't want to be. Never a crowd on the leading edge. Exactly. You're on the leading edge. You're putting yourself out there and you're taking that risk to help pull someone else up from the abyss here. And karma is going to shine very favorably on you for doing that. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to shut this thing down now. If you haven't already, please like, please share, please subscribe. This is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everyone, but if it does and you want to know a little bit more, the link will be below. My name is Adonis. Please subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll definitely see you next time. Bye-bye.